So by now we should be familiar with the words testate and intestate. I have defined that in a couple of videos that I have made on this channel, where I say that testate means someone has died leaving a will behind, and intestate means someone has died without leaving a will behind. So someone can either die testate or intestate. So in this video, we are going to be talking about the procedure to follow in order to ensure that a person's estate is being distributed accordingly, whether the person left a will or the person did not leave a will. Welcome to my channel. This is Law Talks and Gist. If you're seeing my face for the first time, you're welcome. Please kindly subscribe, like, share, comment, and turn on the notification bell so as to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know I love you. Thank you for tuning in once again. Now let's dive into the video. So when someone dies, let's use a man for instance. I know you're going to say, don't women die? Women do die, but in this video we are going to be using a man. A man dies testate. He has left a will. Now, how do you ensure that his wishes in the will are being fulfilled, that the properties he left behind are being distributed according to his will? How do you do that? Do you just call his lawyer, call his children, and begin to share? No, you don't do that. It must follow due process. Now, what do you do when someone has died leaving a will behind? That is, he died testate. What you do is to approach the court, not just any court. Approach the high court of the state in which the person domiciled and has most of his properties. High court, don't forget. Locate the probate registry and then inform them of the person's passing and ask that you want to apply for letter of execution. The letter you ask for is letter of execution in a situation where the person left behind a will. And who are the right people or the right person to approach the court for this? It is the executors named in the will. Usually when someone makes a will, he will name the executors or executor in his will. Executors are people that will help in distributing the properties, that will help in ensuring that the will of the person is fulfilled. So it is the executors that will approach the court and apply for letter of execution. Then they will now distribute the properties accordingly. That is for testate. Now, how about when someone dies intestate? Does it mean that the properties will not be shared accordingly? Does it mean that there is no process? Yes, there is usually a process also, just like the testate. There is usually a process for intestate, especially if the man conducted statutory marriage, that is court marriage. There is usually a process to follow. Also approach the court, go to the probate registry and apply for letter of administration. In this situation now, you are not applying for letter of execution. Letter of execution comes in a situation where someone dies testate, that is, the person left a will. But in this situation, you are applying for letter of administration. Remember, no one is named, there is no will. So now, who are the right people or the right person to approach the court to apply for letter of administration? First, it is the widow, the surviving widow. In the absence of a widow, the man's child or children. And then in the absence of children, where there are no children, the parents of the deceased person. Where there are no parents, then siblings. When there are no siblings, then grandparents. When there are no grandparents, that is where aunties and uncles comes in. It goes that way. At least I know that there is no way someone will die without leaving behind all these persons I mentioned. So when you apply for the letter of administration, they're going to give you, there at the probate registry, they are going to give you a couple of requirements to bring. Maybe in another video I'll talk about the requirements so you have an idea in case. But for now, that is the process to follow to ensure that the estate of a deceased person is being distributed accordingly. Estate here, please, I forgot to mention that estate does not mean the one that we all know, you buy a land and then you build an estate. No, estate in law refers to the person's properties, cars, houses, lands. I hope this video helps. Thank you so much for watching. See you in our next video.